showcase with authenticity, with truth and proof. Hi, my name is Jack. In this live TV shows, I just noticed that the lower third disappeared. So would you be okay if I just put back my lower third again before I continue? Okay, so it's up. So in this episode in Be Live TV Ask Jack Wong Show, I would like to talk about the concept of authenticity, truth, and proof. Now, some people actually would tell you this. How many of you actually, when you go to a trainer's room, you feel something pretty amazing, pretty amazing because you know that the person is going to give you a lot of good content. And at the same time, have you also experienced before where you went to another trainer's room, the trainer seems to be knowledgeable, seems to be able to impart information to you, however, somehow you feel some strange emotion. Is that a real deal? It's kind of the weird feeling. I learned that in the last 5 years, when I went to any room, I can feel that whether the trainer is a real deal or not. And how do I come with that idea? I don't know. It's purely based on this thing called my intuition. So the lesson that I've learned is that in order for me to be authentic, to be the real deal, to be able to speak with authenticity and the proof, I have to be very mindful of this word, walk the talk. Now, walk the talk is something which can be profound because you could have a person standing on stage telling the participants or the learners that, you know what, I walk my talk. However, what is important is that you watch the person behind the scene, the person that is standing on the stage and the person behind the scene, are they the same? Many times I notice that people who are real deal, you notice that the person that you see on stage and the person behind the scene are congruent. And if you have seen this type of people before, comment below so that I know that you have similar experiences. And at the same time, there are also trainers who will tell you that I walk my talk on stage. However, behind the scene, what happens? You see a very different person. I'll give you an example. A trainer who stands on stage, who is telling the learners that, you know what, I train because I want to inspire you. I want to give you lots of contents and value. I'm not training for money. And behind the scene, what the trainer has done is actually asking people for money, asking people to invest in his deals. He's basically asking people for money. So I ask myself this question, is he walking the talk? Is he walking the talk based on my definition? That is, the person is the same regardless of whether he is on stage or behind the scene. So you see, there's one of the many examples. A person who stands on stage saying that, well, I give all the information with abundance. Behind the scene, the person is very scared. He's in fear mode. He's in the fear of missing out mode. And what happened is that he started putting people down. He started putting other trainers down. And he even said that these people are scam. And I always find that very amazing because if this person hasn't been to other trainers program, on what basis can he say that the other trainers are scam? I have no idea. Because I would not say anything about a person's program as a scam unless I personally have gone through the program. Otherwise, it is just an opinion. So how many of you are sick and tired of opinion? We are living in the world with free flow of information, free flow of opinion. I just wonder whether you want another opinion or not. So hence, in this video, in this Be Live episode, I want to share with you there are many ways in which I can tell whether a trainer, a speaker, is actually a real deal, is that person who is congruent, walking the talk based on my definition. So here is the good news. If you like it, comment below and ask what's the good news. Okay, so the good news is this. In the last 10 days of August, now we are into 11th of August, so on the last 10 days of August, I'm coming up with a series of posts on my Facebook account titled The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Trainers that I know in the Asian market. So it's the good, the bad, and ugly of the trainers that I know of in the Asian market. I found it pretty cool because I had this idea just pop up due to a mastermind that I had yesterday. And I said, maybe it's time for me to say something because enough is enough. Enough of a lot of these people who are telling the participants, their learners, one thing, but behind the scene, these guys are actually doing things that are totally different. I think it's time to actually serve a wake-up call to the public. So I'm actually doing this series for public community reason. So in the last 10 days on my Facebook, you will see every day I'll put up content to talk about the good, the bad, and ugly of the trainers and speakers that I know of in Asia. Feel free to participate. I can't wait to see you, to connect with you on those contents. If you feel you have been scammed, feel free to comment because I can't wait to share with you what I know in this market. And you know what? Jack hardly talk about this. However, we have so many people coming to me and say they have been scammed by these kind of people who are not congruent, who are not walking the talk. So I feel that from my own inner self, I need to put up the justice to actually do something about that. Okay, so the good, bad, and ugly series, the 10-part series of the trainers and speakers in the Asian market will be shown on my Facebook Live on the last 10 days of August 2018. So I can't wait. Comment below if you feel that you cannot wait for that, because I have already created the content. I've already scheduled these posts to be up on the last 10 days. And you know what? I feel that justice has to be done. Why am I so busybody about that? Because I do not like to hear another person commenting that he or she has been scammed. Okay? So that is what I've decided to do as a public community service on the part of my justice, the value of justice. So I can't wait to see you there. Okay, so that concludes this episode of Ask Jack Wong Be Live Show. Stay tuned for that 10-part series in the last 10 days of August. Meanwhile, till then, until we next meet, best wishes. Bye for now.